everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is extra special because I'll be doing a date night makeup look for my beautiful client who also happens to be my sister. I wanted to create something soft, romantic and glowing, the perfect vibe for a dreamy night out. So if you're looking for inspiration for your next date night look, keep watching. Every flawless makeup look begins with good skin prep. I'm starting with a lightweight moisturizer and a hydrating primer to make sure the makeup lasts all night. Since it's a date night, we want that fresh, radiant finish. And don't forget the lips. Once the skin and lips are ready to apply makeup, I'm starting with the base makeup. I am applying a medium coverage foundation that looks natural but still gives that smooth airbrush effect. For my sister, I love keeping the base glowing. So I'm touching and adding a liquid highlighter under the foundation for that lit from within look. For that glowy effect as a highlighter, I'm using the Hollywood Flawless filter from Charlotte Tilbury. And for the natural looking lightweight foundation, I'm going with the Rare Beauty by Selena Gomez Liquid Touch Weightless Foundation. The applicator is also very nice so that I have the control. I apply as much needed, little by little, and build it up. To last the makeup really long, I prefer using the setting spray in between. It also helps to set the makeup really nicely and provides that glowy look that is needed. Whether or not I use a makeup brush, I always prefer to complete the makeup by using a beauty sponge. It actually helps to give that airbrush look, which I absolutely love. Natural looking flawless finish, you never really drag the sponge or brush, you always press it and push the foundation into the skin, press into the skin, so it just sits really nicely and looks very natural. I'm keeping the eyebrows natural. I always go with the natural line and just fill up where it is needed, very light-handed. Most brown skin tone, I usually go with ebony or dark brown, which absolutely matches with the skin tone and looks very natural for the brows. For a brow pomade because it gives you more control, and I usually use Anastasia or sometimes I go with the Benefit brow pomade. Right now I'm using the Benefit. This Anastasia Sugar palette is absolutely a favorite because it has all those beautiful shades which are very much perfect for date night out or any special events, but it's not too much. You can play around with it and it really gives a glamorous look, which I absolutely love. A very small palette to carry but very versatile. I work on all different skin tones and I have noticed that this palette actually works with most skin tones and gives such a glamorous look. Very small but very versatile. So this is absolutely a favorite. For the eyes today, we are going with something soft and romantic. So I'm blending warm brown tones into the crease and adding a touch of shimmer on the lid for sparkle. And I'll be finishing it with a thin eyeliner flake for definition. Of course, some fluttery lashes will complete the dreamy eye look. Makeup by Mario Ethereal palette is one of my favorite. It is such a beautiful versatile palette, even though it has all those nude shades, but you can create so many different stunning looks with this. The only problem is that it has a lot of fallout, especially for the sparkly shades, but still it is one of my favorite. Really a big fan of my sister's makeup. The way she does is fantastic, but I'm really considering myself lucky today because she allowed me to work on her face and I'm so excited to see the finishing look and I hope you guys are too. So yes, I am pretty sure this makeup is going to turn out really nice at this point. You see how the eyes are turning out really soft, romantic with a touch of shimmer. I am absolutely loving the look. Now for concealing under the eyes, I usually do it after the eyeshadow. Some people prefer it before. It's totally up to you. And also I love setting the under eye area with Charlotte Tilbury airbrush finish setting powder because it doesn't move the makeup at all but gives this beautiful finishing touch. In this makeup look, I'll be also using Huda Beauty lilac powder because I think it will be such a pretty addition for this romantic makeup look. This powder, it's not really making her under a lilac color, but it is giving such a beautiful tone to it, which is so perfect for this kind of makeup look. And very obviously, when you're doing makeup on your sister, it is a lot of fun, laughter, remembering some old memories, and obviously wasting a lot of time, but it's fun. Now comes the hardest part, the eyeliner, because my sister is very picky about the liner, and I'm pretty sure most of you are. Everybody has a style of their lining, and if it goes a little different than the usual, probably you won't like it because we are so picky about the eyeliner. But I'm trying my best to make her happy. I think this liner is so pretty on her, but I remember she was not too happy. She thought it was like little different from what she usually does, but I think this finishing look is turning out really nice. And we also added the falsies, and these eyes look so perfect. The lips, we are going with a romantic rosy nude, the perfect shade that's chic, feminine, and date night ready. Lining the lips first, then adding a creamy lipstick topped with a touch of gloss. By the way, I will link it down below, my Instagram makeup page through which you can book your makeup appointments from now on. I will try to link all the products that I'm using here today in the description box below, so you can easily find the products. If you really like this look, you can create the same look, and do let me know if you really like it and creating the look. Now moving on to the cheeks. Before we do the blush, we do a little contour there. I know some people just don't like it and skip this part or might be lazy, but for me, I think this is very important part to give that snatched look. At this point, also adding some liquid highlighter which will give that romantic glow. I feel like blending is the key. The more product you use, but the blending should be for long enough that it really blends and sets into your skin. Never want any visible harsh lines. Blush is key for a date night glow, and I'm choosing a rosy pink shade to bring life to her cheeks. Beauty has done an amazing job with these blushes. They just literally change everything in just one swipe, and I love this particular shade. And look at her, look how glowy she is already. Because I have topped her cheeks with a soft golden highlighter, and it is giving her that candlelight glow already. At this point, you can also use a little bronzer to warm up the face, but I'm not doing it because she doesn't prefer. And remember, always client's preference is the top preference. So you always ask your client what she wants, how she wants before doing anything, so she's happy with the results. And here it is, the final date night glam look on my sister. Soft, glowing, and full of romance, just the way we imagined. You love this look, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comment, and let me know, would you wear this on your next date night? Thanks for watching.